YouTube, what's going on? John here from Bart's Bass and got for you today another fishing video, obviously. I've been trying to put the videos together the last few weeks and or a couple weeks, how long it's been, and it just hasn't been able to happen because this is a fishing channel and because I want to get information out to you and because I want you to catch fish. I'm going to start a new series. It's going to be once a week and it's going to be called Let's Talk and whatever it is. So for instance, like the title that you see today, Let's Talk Chatterbaits. It's going to be a very simple, easy to learn informational video on how to fish a chatterbait. There's a lot of videos out there throughout anything fishing wise that can be very complicating, very technical, more geared to the more serious fishermen. I just want you to catch fish, and everything that we're going to be talking about in this series is going to help you catch fish, and hopefully you can learn something about each technique. So without dragging this on any longer, let's get into chatterbaits, what this video is about, all right? Chatterbaits, what are they? So they're basically a mix between a swim jig and a spinnerbait, made popular by Z-Man, and I still think Z-Man makes some of the best chatterbaits on the market. Some of their more high-end ones are gonna be a little pricey, but there's a lot of alternatives out there and they're very easy to find because they're very effective. So what is it? What is a chatterbait? Well, as you can see here, you got a little head on there, a skirt, and this big old blade. All right, sits on the front. What this blade does is it creates a lot of commotion when it comes to water, a lot of vibration. And especially when bass are very aggressive, and we'll talk about when to throw them, they can be very, very effective, like I said. So what rod are you gonna throw this on? Throw it on medium heavy, all right? Any medium heavy rod with a good bend at the tip, you're gonna be good off. Typically you're gonna be throwing 3/8 ounce, half ounce. So you want that medium heavy. Mediums tend to have too much bend down the rod. So medium heavy, flat out. All right, let's talk colors. All right, what colors? Now there is hundreds of different colors out there. And you're gonna learn from this series. Do not get overwhelmed by all these colors. Don't think you have to have the most colorful tackle box or whatever. There's three main colors throughout almost every bait that work. Some variation of chartreuse. This right here is a chartreuse in white. All right, straight chartreuse. One like this works very good. I throw a black and blue muddy water. We'll talk about that, but black and blue works very, very good. And then I will throw some sort of a bluegill pattern. That water's gonna be a little bit more clear. I'm gonna throw this bluegill pattern. Keep it simple with the colors. Like I said, do not try to have every single color that the company owns. Not necessary. All right, trailers. What are you gonna put on the back of this? Sure, you could throw it by itself. You're gonna catch fish probably, but you wanna add that little subtle difference. Can be the difference between 10 fish or it could be a difference between one fish, all right? So I break it down into two categories, action or no action, all right? And the time of year you're gonna throw that is gonna determine when you're gonna wanna pick that, all right? If you're gonna be throwing this in colder water or, in the colder months, they're not as effective, but you can. I try to stay away from all the action. And that's when I'm gonna throw something like this. This is a Power Team Lures, I forgot the name of it, but it's Power Team Lures, a little swim bait deal. You can see it doesn't have a boot tail on there, and it has a little bit of action, but it doesn't have a lot. It doesn't have that crazy thump or the crazy side-to-side motion. A lot of times with colder water, you want to have that tight wobble. A bait like this gives just enough action. Not too much, not too little. Another thing that I would put if I'm not looking for a lot of action is a grub, all right? These right here are Power Team Lures grubs. I'm telling you right now, one of the best grubs on the market. And the reason I say that is because of how long the body is and how thick the body is. A lot of chatterbaits have a very big hook, so this will work really good. If you're not looking for action, I'm recommending something without a boot or grubs, prime time. So now we're getting into action, all right? It's spring, summer, fall. Those bass are super aggressive. They're moving, they're chasing bait down. That's when you're gonna get into my favorite type of trailers, all right? And once again, I keep it simple. It's either gonna have a craw or it's gonna have a boot tail. All right, here's a black and blue with the craw trailer on there. Looks really good, but these appendages throw off a lot of action, all right? It's got those little flanges on there. And these go through the water really, really, really good. So now let's talk about my favorite way of fishing a chatterbait, because I am gonna fish this when it's pre-spawn, summer, or in the fall time, is that aggressive paddle tail or swim bait, jointed swim bait trailer. All right, so here's the chartreuse one with a paddle tail and jointed swim bait. All right, this is a Lake 4 tackle magic shad. All right, this thing is my favorite thing to put on the trailer or use as a trailer for chatterbaits. Great action in the water, and just does a really good job. All right, or here's another Lake 4 tackle shad. Doesn't have a boot tail though. All right, so it's still gonna have side to side action, but it's not gonna have that crazy vibration. This blade right here gives off enough vibration to where you can you can catch the fish. And then you have the craw on the back, and this I'll resort to this a lot too. I'll throw a crawl trailer like this with where the appendages, you know, go up and down when the water it's not super stained. All right, so we're talking maybe a couple feet of clarity. That's when I'm gonna throw something like this, because remember, this is going to give a bunch of vibration. So, you know, that right there is perfect. Now, if the water's muddy, I'm gonna look for something more like this with the paddle tail. So where are we going to fish the chatterbait? So where are we gonna fish the chatterbait? In the water, obviously. Nah, I'm just kidding. 3 main places you're gonna fish a chatterbait: submerged grass, muddy water, or in ponds. All right, those are 3 times I'm throwing a chatterbait. All right, let's talk about grass. You got that submerged grass, and you're gonna fish it through that grass, and it's gonna get hung up a little bit. And when you pop that rod, you're gonna get the chances of you getting a reaction strike are very good. Muddy water, we're talking chocolate milk. This is an amazing lure, and it excels in muddy water because of how much vibration it puts off. All right, those bass are gonna hone in on that vibration, and they're gonna go after it. And that's where a black and blue in muddy water with a boot tail all day long. I'll have it on all day long. And then in ponds, I always have chatterbaits with me in ponds because they're very, very effective, especially something like this. A bluegill pattern chatterbait in a pond is amazing. I've caught a lot of big fish on just a bluegill. Actually, this right here, I have caught a ton of fish on, and good sized fish. Remember, this right here is a pretty big profile for a bass to eat. So the chances of you getting that big fish, you know, that 5-6 pounder in a pond is very, very high. All right, and then the last thing I'm gonna talk about is when you're gonna fish this. Now, there's 3 times a year that I'm gonna fish this predominantly, right? That's spring during the pre-spawn, because those bass are gonna be real pissed off, all right? They're gonna be real aggressive, and they don't want that thing near its beds. So they're gonna go after that, right? So pre-spawn, awesome time to throw it. The summertime's awesome time to throw it. If you have overhanging cover on your body of water you fish, or, you know, you got water that's high and some of these you can skip, they work really, really good bringing it through there, all right? Or sometimes what I've caught fish on is fishing parallel to shade, and those bass will come out and grab it. And then in the fall time, bass eat everything. They're eating as much as they can to prepare themselves for the cold water. So a bait fish style profile, or even a craw style, the bass are gonna annihilate it. All right, it's a very, very good time to throw that. So this is a quick video, guys. Like I said, all this information is guaranteeing you to catch fish. I guarantee, put my word on it. All right, so all the videos for the Let's Talk series are gonna be short. Keep them under 5 minutes, and they're gonna be very informational. So stay tuned for more videos to come, because I already got another one planned for next week. It's gonna be out, all right? I'm thinking every Thursday, there's gonna be a video, all right? So click that subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications so you can get this. If you like this channel, please keep on coming. Leave comments below. I'm always looking for ideas or how I can make this channel better, all right? So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Till next time.